Hello, everyone. This is Desiree. I am pleased and excited to be a part of the Unmute community. You can now find Learning Blind Tech with Desiree Renee on the Unmute Presents podcast feed. So if you type in Unmute Presents in your favorite podcatcher, you'll be able to find Learning Blind Tech with Desiree Renee. There is also a whole lot of content on Unmute Presents, such as Digital Bytes, Mac Chat, and At Your Fingertips. So check us out at unmute.show or Unmute Presents in your podcatcher, and you can also email us at feedback@unmute.show. You can still find Learning Blind Tech with Desiree Renee on my website, and that is www.desireenae.com. Happy learning! Welcome to Digital Bytes.
This is Chris welcoming you back to my series using ChatGPT with your iPhone. This is part 4. So what about doing a new chat? I thought I would ask ChatGPT about my local college wooden bat baseball team. So I found the new message button. Now this is not to be confused with the new temporary message, which is not kept in your history, which we'll explore soon. But I asked it about the Portland Pickles, the home team here where I live, and it gave me the following information.
Sources button. Here's an overview of the Portland Pickles, the city's lively collegiate summer baseball team, Cucumber, about the Team Bullet League, and affiliation. The Pickles compete in the West Coast League, WCL, a premier collegiate wooden bat summer league in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay, and so on. So there's quite a bit of information here, and you might wonder what is the most efficient way to get to the bottom so that you can ask it a further question. So along the side, there is a handy-dandy scroll bar.
Vertical scroll bar, 7 pages, 3%, adjustable.
And so you hear it is very near the top at 3%. So if I
13%, 23%,
swipe down with one finger,
33, 40, 50, 60, 73, 83, 93, 100%.
And here I am at the very bottom. So now I can find my way to the place where
New message, text field.
I'm going to be able to type or dictate my new message. So I can ask it a follow-up question. And I do need to remember that I do not like special characters or formatting. And so I will endeavor to do that when I ask a follow-up question about the current standings. Can you please tell me where the Portland Pickles stand in the current season 2025? Please write your response without any special characters or formatting.
Here is the current standing of the Portland Pickles in the 2025 West Coast League season. The Pickles are leading the South Division with a record of 18 wins and 3 losses.
That's great. So now you know how to navigate down to the bottom of the screen where you can find the response, and then furthermore you have the text box. It's a little bit tricky to navigate, but it's definitely doable. I would say the website is a little easier to navigate. Next, we're going to explore how to create a temporary message, one that you don't need to keep around, but it's handy to do on the fly.
List new temporary chat button.
Going to double tap.
Temporary chat.
And we'll swipe right.
Not in history. Heading. Temporary chats won't appear in your history. For safety purposes, we may keep a copy of your chat for up to 30 days.
Well, that's good to know. It's not going to appear in my history. That's fine because sometimes you just want to ask a quick question and you don't necessarily need to keep it.
No model training. Heading. Temporary chats won't be used to improve our models. Memory off. Heading. While in a temporary chat, ChatGPT won't use or update its memory. Custom instructions will still be followed if you have them enabled. Continue button.
So I will double tap on the continue.
Christina Cook button.
And here I am at the top of the screen again, so I'll need to swipe right.
New message, text field.
Here we are.
New message, text field. Is editing? Insertion point at start.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and dictate my chat. How do I convert Greenwich Mean Time to Pacific Daylight Time?
Inserted how do I convert Greenwich Mean Time to Pacific Daylight Time?
And we'll swipe right.
Attach, button, tools, button, dictation, button, send, button,
And there's my send button.
send. To convert * Greenwich Mean Time, GMT, * to *.
Okay, so it's
3 grav accent. PDT equals GMT 7 hours. 3 grav accent. 3 number signs. Example, * GMT time * 18, 6 p.m. * convert to PDT * 18, minus 7 hours equals * 11, 11 a.m. PDT * 3
Okay, so that's pretty irritating with all the * kind of things. So it didn't remember my specific instructions that I wanted to not give those star indicators or other special formatting. So I'm going to ask it to rewrite these instructions without any punctuation, symbols, or special characters.
Outside of that period, let me know if you'd like a quick new message text field. New message text field is editing.
Could you please rewrite these instructions without any special characters or formatting?
Inserted, could you please rewrite these instructions without any special characters or formatting? Attach, button, tools, dictation, send, button, send. Sure, here are the instructions without any special characters or form to convert Greenwich Mean Time to Pacific Daylight Time. Subtract 7 hours. For example, if the time in Greenwich Mean Time is 18 hours, then subtract 7 hours. The result is 11 hours in Pacific Daylight Time. During Daylight Saving Time, which is usually from March to early November, use Pacific Daylight Time outside of this period.
Okay, etc. Now, that is far more understandable. So I just wanted to point out that if you do want to do this temporary chat, you won't have it in your history, but you can ask it to please write the instructions without any special formatting or characters and write them in plain text. Now, had I remembered that when I started out, I wouldn't have to do it again, but then you wouldn't have that demo. So that is how to create a temporary chat with Mr. ChatGPT.
Hey, all, Marty here, and today I want to talk about external backup hard drives. I was in the market for needing a new external backup hard drive, so I went on the hunt. What I ended up getting was made by a company called Crucial. The size of the drive was 1 terabyte, and it was SSD. What does all this mean? So Crucial is the brand. SSD is solid state drive. That means there's no moving parts inside the drive whatsoever, making the drive a lot more reliable over time. They're not totally bulletproof, but they tend to fail a lot less than what's called a platter drive. A platter drive has moving components inside of it, such as a round disc that spins around like a record, and then you have an arm with a needle that goes onto that platter or that record and reads and writes the information to and from the drive that way. It's also much slower read-write speeds when you're using a platter drive. SSD is going to be a lot more reliable and a lot faster on your read-write to and from the drive. So when you're out there looking for an external backup hard drive, I would definitely suggest getting an SSD and nothing less than 1 terabyte. They're so inexpensive now. The one I got was $60, and you can get 2 terabytes for double that, which is about $120. I would say make sure you get a name brand. So if there's an issue with the drive and you have to deal with the manufacturer, it'd be easy to do that with a bigger brand name company. But definitely, I would suggest no less than 1 terabyte, definitely a solid state drive, which is SSD, and not a platter drive, which has moving components in it. So, happy backing up, and if you end up getting a brand new external hard drive, then I'd love to hear what you get and how you like it.
Hey everyone, this is Desiree, and today's tip is how to set your Zoom settings, whether it's on Windows or Mac, to make sure that whatever you record in Zoom or that the audio that goes to your audience is good for sound. So by default, it uses the Zoom settings and it kind of compresses the audio. There are times when someone records something and they want to podcast it, but the sound is compressed. An example of this was a meeting I attended that had a lot of music in it, the music was really cut off. It was really hard to hear anything that wasn't right on top of the microphone. If they had set their Zoom settings correctly, they would have been able to have that sound better coming through Zoom. So the way you do this is you make sure that you're in the Zoom Workplace app. This is using Windows and JAWS right now.
Zoom Workplace maximized on display 1.
Okay, so I am in the Zoom Workplace app, and I have to tab until I know that I am on the Home tab.
Home 1 of 5 tab selected.
Okay, so I am on the Home tab. Now, if I tab forward a little more, I will get to My Name.
Open Activity Center button. Open Calendar side panel button. Zoom Desiree Simeon. Status available. Free account button drop down.
Okay, so there is the area that I need to go to change my settings. So I'm going to press Enter here.
Desiree Simeon Day *** at Outlook.com submenu.
Okay, now I'm going to down arrow to Settings.
Activated item available. Set status network locate. Try top features. Check for updates. Discover what's new. Help. Submenu. Settings. Menu item.
Okay, there's the Settings menu. So I'm going to press Enter here.
Leaving menus. Settings. Category list. General.
Okay, so what you want to be in is the category list, and it starts you out in general. So if you down arrow from here,
Video and effects. Audio.
go into audio, press enter.
Audio selected. Speakers. Combo box. 3 Focusrite USB audio.
Okay, this is where your output is going to come from, and you can change that if you want to.
Microphone. Combo box. 3 Focusrite USB audio.
Okay, so there's my microphone. I can change that. Right now, I do want to use my Focusrite for my main microphone because it's plugged in.
Test microphone button.
I can test it.
Stop recording. Stop recording
Hello,
button.
hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Stop playing. Stop playing button.
Hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that
Test microphone.
sounds okay. Let's make sure I have all of these optimal settings checked.
Automatically adjust microphone volume checkbox checked.
Okay, I don't actually want that checked
Not checked.
because it's going to automatically change the microphone settings for me. And so if I'm recording something in Zoom, I don't really want it to try to guess what I want the level at. I want to have some control over that.
Audio profile Zoom background noise removal recommended for most users. Radio button checked.
So you can remove the background noises. Now, if you're recording in a live scenario, I would actually uncheck that. So if you are recording in a meeting and you want to get all of the audience and everything, I would uncheck remove background sounds. That alone may have fixed the music issue.
Learn more about Zoom background noise removal button. Learn more link. Background noise suppression auto combo box automatically adjusts noise suppression.
So it'll kind of automatically adjust that noise suppression for you. Let's keep tabbing.
Learn more about personalized audio isolation button. Learn more about original sound for musicians button.
Press space here.
Show an meeting option to turn off noise suppression to remove high pass filtering and automatic gain control. Learn more about live performance audio button.
Live performance audio. Let's see what this is.
Reduces lag during live performances when musicians are on separate Zoom Workplace apps. Requires high-speed internet.
Oh, that's interesting. So it might reduce the latency. That would be interesting to play with. So now that I have that checked, I'm actually going to create a meeting. So let's escape out of
Zoom,
here.
Desiree Simeon. Home 1 of 5 tab selected.
Yeah. So I need to be in the Home tab. And then if I tab forward from here,
Open Activity Center. Open Calendars. Zoom. Desiree Simeon. Setting button. Start a new meeting with video on button.
there's Start a new meeting with video on.
Connecting. Start a new meeting with video on button unavailable. Start button.
Now I'm going to press Start.
Start button. Connecting. Zoom meeting. Meeting security button. Upgrade to Pro. View button. Video content. Desiree Simeon. Mute. Currently unmuted. Audio settings button menu.
Let's go here.
Context menu. Mic. Same as system. Select a speaker. Speaker. Real. Speaker. Same. Test speaker and leave computer on. Audio settings.
I can go here.
Leaving
the audio
menu. Settings. Audio profile Zoom background noise removal recommended for most users. Radio button checked. Audio profile personalized audio isolation recommended. Audio profile original sound for musicians recommended for studio environments. Radio button not checked.
Okay, So I do need to go into the audio settings here per meeting and make sure that that is checked.
Audio profile original sound for musicians recommended for studio environments. Radio button checked.
Okay, so now I'm going to press escape.
Zoom meeting. Audio settings.
Now I'm in the meeting.
Stop my video.
Let's say I want to record it and see what it sounds like. I'm going to hit Alt-R.
Recording in progress.
Says recording in progress, so you should hear me on my microphone in Zoom. Hello, hello, hello. And if I sing a song, I think it's going to work. Okay, now let's hit Alt-R again to stop the recording.
The recording file
stopped.
will be converted to MP4 when the meeting ends.
Now I'm going to press Alt-Q to end the meeting.
End meeting for all button.
And press Enter.
Return to meeting. Return to meeting button. The meeting recording is converted successfully. Audio 1,600,000.
And let's just play this and see what it sounds like.
Media player.
Says recording in progress, so you should hear me on my microphone in Zoom. Hello, hello, hello. And if I sing a song, I think it's going to work. Okay, now let's hit Alt-R again to stop the recording. There we go. And that sounds pretty darn good, way better than the testing thing that I did. So sometimes you will have to make sure that that original sound for musicians is checked, because if it isn't, you're going to get some garble and other things. And you can mess around with whether you want it to remove background sounds or not, whatever you think for that. So that's how you change some of your settings in Zoom for meetings and recordings.
For more, check out unmute.show, or you can email us at feedback@unmute.show.